Looks like a microphone.
Maybe he could team with Master Waza.
Needs help. Boston Crab. Big Domo if he gets the win.
Big Domo coming.
Hey, look at this.
Oh, nice double Bostons.
Good, submit them both.
Well, this would be damn satisfying for Oiwa and Nakashima.
Be satisfying for me too, all of us. We could be done with the House of Torture. They'd get fired.
Well, 1,300 plus pack in Korakuen that want it to happen.
Well, referee Yu Sakamoto has to, unfortunately, tell Nakashima he's got a break. Nakashima, of course, you see that wrap on his left elbow. That was his first match as a young lion, suffered a dislocated elbow, and it may never, ever be right. And as a result, has to take some time off from time to time to do maintenance on it. Such was the case, missing a good week of action. Body slam. But man, the rest of them look strong, good too, and a near fall. This is not the way show. But House of Torture has been stinky, rotten bad in these tag matches.
They're beaten like a drum all the way through this tour, so this should be an easy morale-boosting win for House of Torture, but they're having to work a good deal harder than they thought they were going to be.
House of Torture may wind up getting the win, but they're taking a beating on the path. And the knee strike catches Nakashima. Power slam. Junior heavyweight show with heavyweight strength. 2. Yujiro was holding off Oiwa in his effort to break up the pin. And you know that that left arm is, man, oh man, it's like showing a bull red. And the snake bite. Yep, and he's got to tap out. Already apologetic.
So we're apologizing for Hokkaido when he hit JONAH and Bad Dude Tito in the Natchez, Kevin.
So a quick attack, and that leads to the bell. So our tag team encounter is underway. Well, that's hardly how you accept an apology. Oh my. Oh. Been 7 years since JONAH's competed here in Korakuen Hall. Used to be part of the mix in Pro Wrestling Noah. But the minute he came on board to New Japan Pro Wrestling, he had big ideas in mind. You ever said sorry to someone's balls?
I don't want to talk about it.
Now, I've yet to check that off on my bucket list. Well, Yano does owe an apology after
he does.
He got both of them. The long arm of Yano.
Great reach on Yano, but still the form behind Yano and Ishii. 16-8 as a team here in Korakuen Hall. So well, it's just a matter of trying to summon that up, especially for Yano, as Ishii pacing on the apron over here.
Yeah, they're keeping Yano deep in their blue corner, far, far away from any potential tag. People are digging him.
Oh man, Bad Dude Tito. Everybody loves Bad Dude. Or everybody's scared of Bad Dude. I'm not sure which.
He's been in, what an atmosphere it's going to be here tonight all night long. Tag to Henare, tag to Goto. We'll see how mobile Aaron Henare is. He may not have to do a lot of running. Goto's going to stand right in front of him. Aaron Henare was submitted by Zack Sabre Jr. in a stellar match, but it was his Achilles that he had surgically repaired a few years ago that was the target of Zack and led to the submission. Bulldog.
How ironic.
And now here's a cover to a kick out from Aaron Henare.
Well, apropos, if you will, the Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Being the floor for Aaron Henare, a very literal one.
Like what we said earlier on about Nakashima and his elbow. The Achilles for Henare is never, ever going to be the way it was before it was torn. And you could see just a quarter step slower than Goto, who's able to connect. Goto with those quick feet can change direction so well.
Matsumoto getting fired up for Jado.
We all get fired up for Jado, and the tag is made. Yes, indeed, the massive heater is in. Oh, a little help from Tama is certainly going to aid, and Hirooki Goto as well. It took 3 of them to knock Aaron Henare down and get a near fall. Tama and Goto going across to keep eyes on Jeff Cobb and Will Ospreay. Uh-oh. Could be a green killer on the cerulean blue.
Yeah, and that would be a big bad deal for Henare when it comes to tomorrow, the damage that can do to the neck.
Henare kept a hook on Jado so Jeff Cobb could come in.
Really bouncing it back from extinction. Tanahashi did, just as New Japan Pro Wrestling was really struggling. And really, I mean, you got to say the British wrestling was all but dead until Zack Sabre Jr. came along.
And Zack and Will Ospreay among those helping to revive the scene. Taichi looks inspired here.
Oh, Taichi feeling salty tonight. Oh, no. The old stomach claw.
Well, these body guys have a way of going after one another, targeting any potential weakness. The tag to Taka Michinoku. I called him a legend quietly as he walked past me, and he pointed a finger angrily and said, "Don't say that." But he is every bit the legend of the junior heavyweight division, Chris, a quarter century of greatness.
Indeed, all the way back. Very first Super J Cup, 1994. Just an unbelievable talent he was back then, and continued to evolve.
Or devolve.
As
he's gotten more in love with the nefarious tactics, the shortcuts.
He's continued to survive, let's say.
Well, that is true, but
there's something about the guys, whether it's a Taka Michinoku, Minoru Suzuki, or Chris Jericho. Sometimes you have to be a little bit devious if you want to survive 3 decades in this business.
And tremendous work being done on the arm of Tanahashi by Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, you don't see very many top wrist locks around very many. You know, it's not as popular a hold as it used to be, perhaps. Oh. Expertly applied.
Direct to the ribs.
What was that you were saying about body guys, Kevin?
Well, they're always competing with one another. I wouldn't trust Jay White as far as I could throw him if I'm Sonata. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you expect? The catalyst to professional wrestling, doing everything. Wait a minute now.
Well, now this is one thing that Jay White can't do.
Sonata with the Paradise Lock. On lock. Wait a second now.
Oh, here we go. A little bit of a lesson.
And just like that. Oh, and here comes LIJ. The horse is out of the barn, and the world champion is tied up in knots.
Not now. See, Sonata can get his set in.
You pull on the arms, it tightens the legs. You pull on the legs, it tightens the arms.
Luckily, Sonata kind enough to release Jay White from his fate.
All right, the touch on the back, and Naito will be declared legal. Naito's path to the Wrestle Kingdom main event He's backed himself in the corner as far as he can. We speculated earlier on that a victory here over Switchblade Jay White in this. Oh my God!
What the world? What was that?
Chase Owens just threw powder in the eyes of the Great Okan. Before the bell, he couldn't get disqualified for it. It would be, wait a minute.
Where did you get that from?
We better, do we have a, well, the match is officially underway. 30 minutes are on the clock, folks. You get 2 points for a win, 1 if it goes to time, 0 for a defeat. And Chase Owens blinding the Great Okan with a handful of powder.
Oh, remember what he did to Shingo Takagi in the New Japan Cup right here, really going to, trying to bend every rule he could before the match got started, did all that damage on him.
Using that powder a year ago to win the KOPW 2021 Provisional Championship.
Oh my God, you're right, exactly a year ago in the Tokyo Dome. So going back to the playbook.
So Great Okan's vision completely obstructed.
Hey, come on over here.
Unsuspecting. And Chase Owens is taking full advantage of that. Northern Lights. And the kick out at 2. So the wrestler that Chase Owens can be with no shenanigans, no outside, nothing, was good enough to beat Tanahashi last year. But knowing that he'd have a tiger by the tail with the Great Okan, is already pissed at the way Chase beat him in DC with feet on the ropes.
Yeah, he stole one in Washington, D.C. And Great Okan being the literal physical embodiment of justice and rightness. Completely appalled at the actions of Chase Owens.
Turned on LIJ, joined Bullet Club, and Evil beat Kenta.
Yep, so they're 1-1. And Evil promising that everything's on the up and up. I think trying to confirm whether his fingers were crossed behind his back.
Okay, there you go. And immediately it's going to pull him into the finisher. Usotsuki.
Yeah, you lied. Liar's gonna lie. And Dick Toko admonishing Evil a little bit here. Okay, so 2 sweet, that's allowed.
Throw him up. Oh, right in the eyes. And looking for go to sleep.
That turnabout's fair play.
All right, so 1 each. Dick Togo calling the foul there on Kenta.
Go ahead, the arbiter of justice, Dick Togo.
Well, sure.
Come on.
Where is Kenta going?
Well, looking for a copy of his book, you can't find it anywhere.
That's where they go. It is a copy.
So honestly, nobody's smarting me up to that.
Oh, no, that's amazing.
It's out right now. You can't get it anywhere but a present for Evil.
All right, there you go.
Copy of that. Evil can't read. I think there's something. No, no!
Well, the pages fly, and now Kenta does too. Wow. They love them some Lance Archer here at Cork, and there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but Lance Archer 6-10 here in his career, and my God, lost his last 2 in the G1 in Corcoran, Kevin, by grappling techniques. Tanahashi with a victory roll.
Tries to dragon screw.
Kenta with the game over. So if Tom Lawler sticks to the game plan here, I think Archer might be in trouble.
Tries to drop toe hold, trying to take the big man off his feet. Nearly stumped the fire out on Filthy Tom Lawler. Arm drag there from Lance Archer. I asked Archer quickly and respectfully, do you have any submission holds? And he said, nope, don't need them. Okay.
Usually, if it was you or I, his submission hold would be standing. And then you go, yes, I give.
I give. But, you know, Tom Lawler has been a pro wrestler for a long time and was doing both at the same time.
Well, yeah, and Tom Lawler started as a professional wrestler in 2005, and then decided to get into mixed martial arts. Returned at the age of 35 and was an immense success, much like Lance Archer's Suzuki-gun boss, Minoru Suzuki. The parallels, uncanny, albeit the presentation very different.
And Lawler, of course, far away from New Japan until now, has a 4-2 lifetime record in pro wrestling against Jeff Cobb. So he can beat big men, and we'll see what he's able to do.
Oh, looking for that sweet meat. Oh, no.
The pound. One of Lance Archer's best friends in this industry is Monty Brown, using the pounce as he slings Lawler to the outside. Oh boy, you better do what he says. Finley back on his heels, back on his rear end rather, as now Juice will hoist him. This time Finley has no answer. Superplex.
And you heard the groan of the crowd, knowing that their hopes for David Finley are being snuffed out by Juice Robinson. Oh, no, no, no. The man, he got it, the Trash Panda. The Trash Panda, if he can make the cover, it's over, Kevin.
He's crawling, he's crawling.
Oh, but Juice rolling to the ropes and out of the ring. Great. Damn it. And you hear Finley just howling in frustration.
Juice with great situational awareness. Knowing the state that he was in, able to roll away, denying Finley. Now rolling it back in, but that opportunity is lost, and Finley's going to have to go on the offense again.
Can he try for it again? He wants Trash Panda one more time.
Second time. This time Juice lands on his feet.
Oh, he got the left.
And now that sets up Pulp Friction. Pulp Friction, here we go. Got it.
No, it beat Shingo Takagi.
Here we go. After Pulp Friction, the leg is hooked.
And that's it.
2. No! Juice Robinson echoing the sentiment of fans all around the world. They cannot believe that David Finley just kicked out of Pulp Friction. And listen to these people.